I'm sorry, I just had to close the door. It gives us better lighting in here. Um, so welcome to the stream. My name is Jules. As always, when you join me here on my stream, you are one of my treasures. Um, so tonight I do want to talk about my continued transition and where I am headed. And we can talk about if you're transitioning, uh, where you want to go with yours, or we can talk about any topic in general. So, welcome to Area 5T1. My name is Jules. I am your host. And here in Area 5T1, as you can see, we talk the 5Ts. We talk about transition. We talk triathlon. We talk trends. Uh, we talk teaching and trucks. When we speak about trucks, we do talk about my 2008 Nissan Xterra, which I am doing a resto mod on, and I'll continue to work on. So hopefully tomorrow or the next day we'll do Xterra, which I am doing a resto mod on. We will probably be doing a snorkel installation either tomorrow or the next day. I was kind of brainstorming the rest of the week, and so tomorrow I'm doing fantastic discovery. Tomorrow I will probably be only doing 2 live streams today. We've done 3. We've had a fantastic time, me and all of my gems out there. So after, hey Drac, welcome. So right now, after I got ready for the stream, got my outfit on, I did tell Helena I would do some leopard print. Hopefully she'll come back. So I told her I would do this blouse for her. And she did design a new merch item. So I figured I'd show her my leopard print. That's what she wanted, was leopard print. So I am thank you very much. And here's something I started looking. I know that many of you have noticed I'm doing a lot of shorts, and I have been using YouTube Creates. It's called VO program, and it kind of, you put your pictures in and then you tell it kind of what you want, and it kind of makes an AI generated image of what you want. And it's been fun doing it, and honestly, I like it. I know I've done lots of cool videos. Kind of gives me rough ideas how Xterra will look when I finish it. It will give me, how I will look with certain hair colors, different things like that. So I've really liked using the program. Many people have been opposed to me using the AI program in general. Not many people. I've gotten 1 or 2 people that have sent some comments. I'm doing great today, Bo. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a gem when you join me here. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'm sorry, I felt I was being kind of loud, and well, it is 7 o'clock. So what jacket? It's warm here. This is me. You need to understand, I'm a trans woman. I was trying out a new look. Well, that's your opinion. I don't do shouts out. Deja, thank you. You jumped right in. So I was I was kind of coming through and starting to think of things I want to start accomplishing and moving on through my transition. So the first things first, I I do want to say that I'm continuing with my transition for a while. I did stop. I didn't stop my hormone replacement therapy, but I wasn't presenting feminine on here due to the fact that there were uh, some things I heard that I so I decided, hey, it's time. I'm going to continue transitioning. Yes, I am trans. Uh, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Um, I think I just had a little gift here and I didn't say point to it. Thank you very much, Travis. Um, so first of all, I do want to say that I was starting to evaluate what my goals are in transition. Um, yes, I do need to tell people because it's my life. No, I changed to who I really am. Is what you don't understand, Bo. Uh, you can be born one way and feel another. So as I'm going to go on with what I am stating. I do appreciate if the religious talk is kept to a minimum. I do have uh, people in here that do have religious trauma, and my moderators will take care of it. Uh, First things first, I do want to say transitioning is going to continue. Of course, tomorrow I'm going to call and schedule an appointment with trans clinic here uh, in San Diego, and I can go discuss with them what we're going, what's going to do. Um, and Another thing I do need to, I'm probably going to go buy another pair of glasses because I'm covered for another pair. Um, Yadira, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here. Drac, I already said hello to you. Cincinnati, welcome. So you guys, in the last 2 hours since when I was sitting here thinking about one, I put on the outfit that um, Helena requested. I put on my leopard blouse. Um, and so what happened is I started kind of brainstorming some of the things I want to start doing towards fully transitioning. I'm going to continue, obviously, I've been continuing on my hormone replacement therapy. Uh, Even though I laid stealth for a little bit, of course, I won't be able to present when I do my triathlon, stuff like that. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have to keep my nails short. I will probably go get a mani pedi next couple of weeks. When And I will probably do clears on my fingernails and do some color on my toes. Um, then um, Next thing I'm probably going to do is probably get a feminine pair of glasses. I did wear my previous pair right now. It, just trying, something different for tonight. Thank you very much, Diane. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And I was kind of reviewing other things I need to do. And one thing I started noticing, and I've noticed it for a while, um, many years ago, I don't want to say too many years ago, but about 30 years ago, I actually, in my 20s, I straightened my teeth. I did braces in my 20s. And I'm starting to notice I'm getting a gap on my bottoms again. Um, so I'm considering with my transition, and I haven't used my dental insurance. I may go and do another round of braces. I want them to be straight, so and get all the gaps out. So I'm considering doing that. Um, so I don't say hi to people, only people that uh, I know. I say hi to them as they come on. I don't do hello requests. So basically, um, one of the first things I want to do is I'm going to go to the dentist. I do need one filling fixed, and I'm considering doing braces. Again, I don't know if I'll do Invisalign. Um, why hide things? I I liked my traditional metal braces when I had them. It was cool because you could almost they're like an accessory. I felt. Um, I felt they were like an accessory because you can decorate them when you have them. You can do different color bands. Thank you very much. I can do a makeup tutorial. Maybe we can do one mm, tomorrow evening. How about we do that? Um, so um, I'm considering doing that. My insurance will probably cover it, give me a pretty good coverage on it since I do work for the feds. So that'll probably be one of those. Um, Next thing, I'm going to continue, obviously with my hormone replacement therapy. That has been doing fantastic. It gives me the results I want. I'm happy with the fact that the body changes that are going on. Um, Spencer, I've been transitioning now about 2.5 years now. Um, Tomorrow we can get a little more detail about how long I've been transitioning, and then I can tell you more details about how uh, it's gone. I actually have a playlist called Transition Tuesday, and um, I can you can go watch that playlist, and it's called Jules Journey on Transition Tuesday, and you can see week by week and how I discussed my transition. Uh, so as I continue, one of the first things I want to get done, um, and someone was telling me since uh, they've been and fully transitioned, it is Avita, one of my other moderators. She's suggesting to start off with bottom surgery. I do want pretty much, you can start off with the orchiectomy, and is what she's suggested, and then move on from there later on and have it all, you know, done up. And she's given me names because she did it out here in California. The next thing, uh, top surgery, I'll wait till about the 3.5 year mark to know exactly how big they get. Um, we wouldn't do something like that on here, obviously, but thank you for the super chat. Love the inspirational story. Yes, I do like giving my treasures a nice inspirational story. Um, Everyone, please do hit that like button, subscribe. I do want to thank everybody that's been watching. And you are really helping boost the algorithm tonight. Um, so one of the big things I also want to do after um, is I'm going to start looking up into laser hair removal. I'm going to buy an IPL to start doing like my legs and my arms, but then I'm going to do some laser hair removal on my face, um, and consider maybe some Botox or some kind of filler, just to make the lips look a little fuller. Um, I've been using some lip plumper, which does help, just applying it, and it dilates the vessels. Um, yes, Spencer, I do have a great network. I have, um, you know, a great viewership here. Elena, there you go. Your leopard spots that you wanted. Um, so one of some of the things, um, like I said, first few things I'm going to start doing. I'm kind of been brainstorming between our last live stream and this live stream. I know it's been 2 hours, but give me a good time to think, and certain things that I do want to start doing in transition. I do want to make sure, I want to get my teeth straightened again. So gonna go to the dentist, and then hopefully just go to the orthodontist. And if I have to do braces again, I will, even at the age of 55. I did them the first time at age 20, 25, somewhere around there. So I may do that again. Actually, I was playing, as you guys know, I do all my little AI videos. Uh, so I'm gonna do a little kind of simulation of what I would look like with braces on, and you guys can tell me what you think. And should I go ahead and do it? I mean, my teeth, my uppers are nice and pretty much still straight. My lowers are starting to get a little gap in the middle up front. I know after a while, I did stop wearing my retainer and they're lost now, so it does happen. Um, thank you very much, Spencer. And that's true, VAP, or VSP. That is absolutely true. Um, yeah, they should just put two permanent ones. My ex, she had to wear them a second time, and at like age 40, and it was the same thing. She told them she wanted that permanent retainer at the bottom, and those are the teeth I was surprised that are shifting, because, and it's only happened in the last few years. So um, I'm gonna go out and go out and do it. Next thing, like I said, start with bottom surgery. Uh, Usually, first they suggest that the best thing to do, and I've gotten this suggestion from Vida. She said start with the Orky, and that does stop the production of the uh, testosterone, and then you can move on later on and get the rest done later on. And then after that, and then throughout that, as I start saving for the Orky, going to go ahead and start doing the laser hair removal and try to find myself a good place to go get it done here, and do that. Mani pedi in the next couple weeks. Of course, I will keep these nails. I have to keep them short. I'm a nurse. I cannot do long nails at work. So we'll just go with that. Then when I get some other type of job that I can wear longer nails, I'm gonna do what they call them arrowhead nails, and I found this cool metallic green. So tonight, you guys, I am gonna post some AI videos. Like I said, there's gonna be one of a picture with me simulating me with what I will look like with braces. Please tell me what you think. I know you guys wouldn't think different whether I get them or not, but I just want to have fun. I like playing with the program. Also, it's time. It's the calendar year just changed, so every calendar year I can get a new pair of glasses. So I'm gonna see what AI throws out, and showing Hello, signing Sabrina. Welcome to the stream. Also, I'm gonna do a little AI video so you guys can maybe tell me if any of the glasses that I try on there, uh, you know, work for me. If not, I will consider. Um, I may, Diane. I am going to. Well, this is a wig, Diane. I do. That's another thing I'm going to start looking into. Uh, my hair has started to grow back because before starting my transition, my clinical transition, I was already on finasteride and minoxidil to start growing my hair back. And trust me, I've grown lots of it back. I used to have a bald spot about that big on my head. It's down to about something that big, which is already sprouting hair. Of course, it's not as full as I would like it. I don't know if I should try the Nutrafol thing or try to go to a program which will do hair replacement. Um, I know a lot of people go to Hungary and do the Hungarian hair transplant. Um, so, uh, you know, I made, I don't know, that would be actually cool. Travel, get it done, come back. Um, I don't believe in God stumble. So I will probably go with that. Go and start doing some kind of hair replacement. Also, get the IPL, remove the body hair, then do some laser hair removal on the facial hair. Um, more feminine glasses. And I'm gonna wait till next year to address top surgery to see where I get. Uh, so tell me what you think. Will you watch my little AIs and tell me what do you think? Should I do, regular braces and how I would look with them after you watch the video? Should I do? I'm not a big fan of the Invisalign. I see people wearing the Invisaligns, and yes, they have good results with them, but to be taking things in and taking off and on, I see people that'll be there snacking at work. They're gonna have a snack, and then next thing you know, they're have take out the case, put them in there, then take them back out of the case, put them back on. To me, it seems like lots of work. So, you know, I think I'm gonna prefer doing just regular standard metal braces. I don't even think I would do the clears because then you have to really watch what you uh, eat so they don't get stained. Um, See, it's mainly that bottom gap that's getting me. Okay, Helena, but remember, I did do the leopard spotted blouse for you. Okay, but get better, Helena. That's what we want is you to feel good. Well, I'm VSP. Actually, I'm gonna go see what the dentist has to say. I do need a crown fixed back here, though. Um, well, that's true, Diana. My orthodontist that did them the first time did a fantastic job. I'll tell you. So like I said, I'm gonna look into it, but I will, for fun, I did the AI and I had fun with, see how I would look with them, and I'm just gonna post it for fun. I'm also gonna post myself trying on different pairs of glasses or see what it generates. Um, if not, I already know what I want when it comes to glasses, more feminine ones, and we'll go from there. Um, Yes, Diane, lots going on this year. I do have 3 triathlons to do, and I need and I want to move on with all, just, it just hit me. I need to do this. I need to move on with my transition. I had stopped for, I hadn't fully stopped transitioning, and I didn't detransition, stop taking hormones. I continued to take them, but I was laying stealth for, what do you guys say, about a month and a half. Um, it was due to some articles we saw online, and you know what? I decided I have to be me. I can't hide in the shadows, and that's um, uh, age 51. So it's been 4 years that I finally came out trans, starting transition. Um, I started about, I would say, I would say absolute, consistent on my hormone replacement therapy. I started, let's see, about, it's going to be, it's 2 years now. Two, 2 years. It's coming up on 2 years this month. Um, well, thank you very much, VSP. Um, transition, the people in New Mexico were fantastic. They, they're a sanctuary state and really help out the the trans and LGBTQ community. The clinic I went to was fantastic. My insurance covered everything. Um, they even had their own pharmacy at that clinic. I would just have to go to the clinic and use their pharmacy. I wouldn't have to drive to another pharmacy to go get my stuff. Now I use Walgreens, and Walgreens. Um, Hello, that's a pretty good one. I knew my whole life, yes. I knew it. I felt it through my life, but what happened is I was brought up. One, my family is Hispanic, so you have this machismo culture going on. So something like that wouldn't be cool, or something accepted back in the 70s and 80s. And it was something that was not seen as much back then. So, you know, sounds good, Deja. Uh, so I never followed through with anything back then. And then I was I joined the Mormon church, and I became a hardcore Mormon, and even considering, if I said I was gay, that would be horrible. So, but I knew it inside of me all that time. I always had this thing for feminine things. I always liked to try on my mom's clothing, my sister's clothing. I enjoyed it. It just inherently felt like I was feminine. I felt I was a woman inside. I loved going and trying on women's clothes. Uh, I would love to go into my mom's bathroom, and try on her makeup. I Every time I was home alone, I would just go into her bathroom, put on her makeup, do her different shades of lipstick that she had. I would try the eye makeup. I would do everything, put on some clothes, and just be at home walking around like that. Um, and I knew that inside of me that there was a, at that time would be a girl or even a young lady, but I kept it hidden. And um, my family had the standard, obviously, because, like I said, of the machismo. Um, and then, uh, and then going into the Mormon church, converting in my 20s. Uh, so I, I'm really, I had many obstacles that were against it, and I just kept it hidden. And then finally at age 51, it came out again. You know, we were in COVID, we were locked up. My ex, she was traveling, a traveling nurse. Guess what? I had to, it came out. At first I felt I was just bisexual, but next thing you know, I had this urge to try on some clothing, and boom, I tried it on, and that was it. I knew it. I knew I was trans. Yep, I'm living my truth. My family, if they're supportive now, um, my mom is. She's very supportive of the LGBTQIA plus community. Um, Yeah, VSP, that, that's what they say about cross dressers, that it tends to be more fetish based. But no, me, I always just felt so much better when I dressed feminine. Um, and, you know, once I started dressing, and um, yes, it is 924 fashion. Um, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. So, then I just started ordering women's clothing, to have some feminine clothing after I moved to Albuquerque. Boy, Albuquerque, I would either go to a like an outlet store, find stuff there because it's a sanctuary city. Uh, and then after that, I then I started order. I found Temu. Sorry, but Temu is fantastic for the clothing that I order. I've gotten lots and lots of stuff. Matthew, yes, I am trans. I'm a transgender woman. I'm talking about some of my current plans are for this year that's coming up. Um, I decided it's time to start moving on in transition. Some things that I may need to uh, do. Well, thank you, Matthew. Thanks for the support. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Um, we welcome everyone here, whether you are, you aren't. But if you support us, that's fantastic. We have lots of cisgender straight people here that support the LGBTQIA plus community. Well, thank you very much. What is it? Hello to the moon. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. I feel like we're having a large amount of people come on here, but yet we're doing fantastic. I guess I may have started with the right topic on here. Um, I started talking about some of my plans for that. I suddenly brainstormed a bunch of plans for this year for my transition. Yes, I did. Hello. I've actually married twice. My first wife cheated on me. My second, she wasn't into the trans part. She could accept the fact that I was bi, but actually I'm pan now. I will tell you guys, sexuality is very fluid. My daughter is. Phoenix, not gay, but pansexual, yes. Matthew, so pansexual is a person that kind of um will like pretty much likes any other person. Um it's almost like bisexual, but towards any sexuality, as opposed, bisexual will like two sexualities. They'll like either, they'll like women and transgender women, or a man and woman. They'll like just two sexualities. Pansexual is someone that likes all sexualities. Yeah, I like girls. In fact, I prefer girls, but I've seen men that I like. So, for example, I'm very attracted to women, but I met a trans man one time that still presented feminine, and I found, I'm going to say them, I don't know their pronouns, so I'm going to say them. I found them very attractive. And had they not been a patient, I probably would have, if had I met them on the street, I would have probably asked them out. Yes, Phoenix, I'm a woman. Yes, a trans. Correct. You're born in the wrong body. There's a term for that. It's called gender dysphoria. VSP, let me go back and check. I thought I answered it. I did see the one about the Invisalign. Let's see. Oh, so you think I passed? Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate the comment. Um, okay. Let me see. I found another one. Okay. About the people being hateful and disrespectful. I'll tell you, disrespect and hate, it's just hand in hand with being trans. Um, when I started transitioning, there's many people, when I started coming out to people, that I knew at work, if I came out to certain people, they were just gonna, you know, it was gonna be awful. There was one of the nurses I worked with there, directly worked with, um, at the New Mexico VA, and she would like spout out about trans people. Thank you very much, A. Marie. I did go watch some of your channel last night. I'm loving a lot of what you talk about on there. So I do want to say, this, um, she was very nasty and would talk about trans people, and I would hear it because obviously I work for the VA, and right now, being trans with the federal government, especially when was is in the big no pretty much, especially with our current president, uh, and so, um, yes, I am a nurse. I'm trying to read. So many people coming through here at this hour. I think we picked a good day, a good time. I'm not a therapist or a doctor. I am a nurse. Hey, Brittany, welcome. No problem, Matthew. That's what this channel is about. We are here to be advocates. We are here to teach. And I say we because I include all of my gems here that which are my viewers, my subscribers. We're here to help everyone out with questions, and just about anything about that. Hello, I was just talking about that. Um, at this time, at work I don't present because when the current administration came into office, I mean they don't even let you use your own pronouns that you or your preferred pronouns. So just had started transition at that time, and I can't present to work because it just will make a big ordeal. Before, it would have been easy, before the Trump administration. I like to be honest. I'm open to the questions I people ask here. I will engage questions, uh, and I'll give you what I feel and what I believe. Um, and I'm not here to put people down. No, at the VA, I can't. When I started my medical transition, I hadn't presented to work, and I wanted to come out at work, but came a big change with the current administration, and best thing not to at this time would be not to present because people it's I mean, they like I said, you can't even put your pronouns uh on your I am anymore. I am growing hair fashion about a year before I started full blown HRT, hormone replacement therapy. I started on spironolactone and oh no, wait, I started on finasteride and on minoxidil to start to grow my hair back. And it's filling in really good. It's taking time. I will probably have to do some hair transplant to get the entire head of hair. I don't know. I may give the Nutrafol a try. I looked at the ingredients of it, and it's just a bunch of vitamins uh, that a friend of mine that was a farm tech said I should take. So, I mean, either way, it, I don't know if it's more expensive to get just buy the vitamins separately and take those, or just buy the powder. Which one's going to be cheaper? Because you're going to go buying for a name and something that's showing that it works, or it's easier to buy generic vitamins. Yes, I do. Plans are for this year. We'll probably, in fact, I'm going to try to schedule, see if I can get an appointment for this week. I do already have the referral. I do have a doctor's appointment this week. Maybe I can, um, but I am hoping to be able to schedule an appointment at the transgender clinic for uh, the doctor's office I work that I not that I work for that I my insurance covers that. It is UC San Diego. This year, if anything, I would go for is the Orky just to stop the production of the uh, testosterone. That's a good thing to do, Deja, to celebrate. Yeah, I like Deja's suggestion here. Uh, you can celebrate them by, I don't know if you have their ashes or if they're buried, you can go, leave them some flowers, spend time there, maybe do a picnic at where they're buried. Um, Stuff like that. I know that the Buddhists, one thing they do, I had a friend, he was Vietnamese and they were Buddhists. They would actually set a meal down at the kitchen table or at the dining room table for the person, as if they were going to come. And that was on their birthday. Yeah, Brittany, you have whenever like in nursing, we always say we are all individuals, so we need to find individual ways of how we mourn. So, find what's easiest for you. You have to evaluate what will work for you. I'm sorry about their passing. So, but we're here for you and we're here to support you. So you can always come on the live streams and we're here uh, for you. And it's not just me, it's everybody else. Yeah, and see, families shouldn't love people in their other family members less because whether they're LGBTQIA plus. I love that suggestion, Yadira. Um, yeah, I have a friend and he started about a year ago. It's just been over the year, a Church of Atheism, and he's come up with some pretty good rituals. Um, and I don't know if he came up for one yet for celebrating someone's passing. No, he came up with a pretty good ritual that he would like to do. Uh, it's I think he called it. I don't know if it's overview effect is like a meditation process, but he wanted to do something for people for their ashes that would I thought was a cool idea. It would be like if some say you had someone say if you passed, your family would have the option to get your ashes, put them in a obviously in a container rather than spreading them in the ocean or something. He would make like get two like weather balloons, he stated, and it would go up into the atmosphere, and then when they're out of the atmosphere they'll burst, and then your ashes would get spread out in the atmosphere and above the earth. But he says one of the things he would love to do is get a hardcore GoPro that would film it and then just see if it would take the hit that of landing back down on Earth. Uh, I thought that was a cool idea. Just having the right camera film it would be the hard part. Amanda, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're neon pink, and then this is like a nice glitter, like silver. I did my toenails in the same pink. The what would you say the ring toe? I did it in neon green. I do need to go get a pedicure though. The those my toenails are horrible. I've always had issues with them. I've had ingrown toenails in the past, so I need to start getting pedicures on the regular. Uh, Yeah, I did these myself. I did them early on the first early live stream today. Sat here and painted them. I was trying to do some pretty much some stick-on nails and just for fun, but they weren't working for me. Pretty much VSP, that is the situation. Idaho, big Mormon state, isn't it? You're actually in the Mormon belt there. It's Idaho, Utah, Arizona, and that's how a lot of their offshoots, uh, like the polygamous branches, kind of stop from getting caught, they'll have a small town in one small that like on the borders. So like in the middle of the town, if something they do something, they can cross over to the other part of the state and not get caught. That's how, and then they have really they do have a lot of them will have the police in their back pocket, because a lot of them are members too. And I'm going to tell you, I know we don't talk church or religion here, but I was a member of the Mormon Church for 30 years. Um, and I joined here in San Diego. Um, and I was a member for 30 years. And I will tell you, it took me, after a lot of gaslighting, a lot of believing their truth, I found out how much of a cult they truly are. People don't realize that, but they are. They have tactics to get you to join. I was brought in by the good old flirt to convert. Yeah, I stopped following about 3 or 4 years ago I stopped going. This past year I found a loophole in how to resign from the church, because right now they're hemorrhaging members. And what happens is I found a way that to get yourself kind of excommunicated in a way. One thing that Mormon Church doesn't like if you go get baptized somewhere else. So I ended up getting baptized, not baptized, but took what's called the Oath of Reason into what's called the Church of Korihor, which is a church of atheism. Basically, I stopped. I felt that every church was basically a way to being gaslit and brought into and some ideals, and many of these ideals do preach hate, and they just marginalize different groups, each in their own way. They may have different scriptures or use the same book as the Bible, being the Bible, yet everyone will interpret it different. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button, subscribe. Um, Thank you very much for subscribing. We are now at 3,726. I think we've actually today gotten about 30 new subscribers. It may be even more than that. I think with the 3 live streams, plus people subscribing off of videos. Please do check out the new video I made earlier. So for those of you that are new to the channel, just know that one of the other things I talk about when I say the 5 T's, I talk about trucks. And when I talk about trucks, I focus on a Nissan Xterra that I purchased for about $1,500, which I am doing a resto mod. A resto mod means I'm restoring it and modifying it. I just did an interesting video, and this is what I called it. My vehicle, we call it the GemsX. I say we because you guys, um, it, it was, I'm a Gen Xer, so the GemsX, that's where it came from. I do lives like this week, Matthew. I'm trying to do lives at least 2 a day, 9 a.m. about 9 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m. to and one at 9 p.m. People love these nighttime live streams or late night live streams. So I have 10 days off, so I'm doing them. Today I did 3. Uh, Cindy, welcome to the stream. But tomorrow I will do 2 because I do have lots to do in between. We are at what, 20 25 likes or 23 likes, it looks like. Oh no, 28. Um, so yeah, I all this week. So just try to look around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then 9 in the evening, maybe 8 even, depending on how I'm doing on time. Tomorrow I do want to file my taxes. I do want to do some work to my car. Whenever I work on my car, I will film it. Um, as I was stating about my car, I also need to go get lab work done tomorrow. As I was stating about my car, I call it the GemX. I like to restore it. It is the 2008. It has a manual transmission, and but it needs work, lots of work. I have a 2008 Nissan Xterra, manual transmission. Uh, Lost talent that people don't have. So today I made a video because I was like trying to look for topics, and YouTube has these wonderful templates that they can make for you now. And it kind of, I think it analyzes your content creations from before, and I came up with this one. It gave me a similar title, but I kind of changed it around, and it goes, "Why GemX Matters to Me and My Transgender Woman Journey." Um, so basically, it's talking about how the restoration of my GemX parallels my transition. Thank you, Deja, for gifting a membership. I think that might be the way we're going to start going, is doing what, the get ready with me on like on memberships. I need to start doing giving the members more what matters to me and my transgender woman. Okay. So yeah, that's a pretty cool video. You can see that how restoring uh the Gem X is like going through my transition. There's parallels in it, and I kind of put some in there, and I may continue to do other videos in that. Uh, you know, so that's the link to the video if you want to check it out later on, or you can go check it out right now. It's about 15 minutes long. Um, right now we're at 3,727 subscribers, you guys. Our goal that we are aiming for is to make it to 5,100. 51 is our lucky number here, and our goal is to make it to 5,100. My first goal was 51, then it was 102. Then I started, and eventually we made it to the 510 mark, which at 500 is when, and certain amount of hours, you can start monetizing. And the, and then all of a sudden, one day I did when I finally was able to do a live stream. I did one live stream. I must have made the right hour, the right title, started talking the right topic, and it just blew up from there. I got like 60 subscribers one night. I was amazed. Daddy boy, welcome. So, when it comes to content creation, I feel I'm still pretty new at it. But I've gotten a lot more confidence in what I do compared to how I was at the beginning. I'm starting to find what are the things that hit, like what titles are good now. And YouTube is actually starting to do a lot to help their members grow. And, you know, especially if you get into the YouTube partner program, which is where you can monetize pretty much. We have just hit the first hour. What we're going to do is just do a 2-hour live stream tonight. I'm kind of, feeling tired. I want to make sure I get some rest. I think tomorrow, after our live, I do want to go on a bike ride. Well, and I need to. I also need to go get blood work done. So I'll go get blood work. I'll come back home. Maybe have. Well, I'll probably need to have a snack because I don't know if I have to do fasting, but I will go do it. And then, what did you eat, Todd? That was so disgusting. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like and subscribe button. Do want to thank everyone that's coming on here. We're having a fantastic day today. This is our third live stream. And I think we're having about, just from live streams today, we've hit maybe 4,000 views already. The algorithm right now is giving us a good coverage. If you are just joining us, please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think it's because another thing, I changed the category. I put us back at people and blogs. Okay, so the plan on Friday, thank you very much, Phoenix. Tomorrow we're going to do black with purple and neon pink. Make it so you can join what? Yeah, Phoenix, if you're under 18, you should not be in our live. So Friday, the plan will probably be to do a live stream. I'm going to use it StreamYard. And I know I've already talked, Deja has already said she would join in. But we will, I would be happy to do an open live stream where people can decide to join in. But remember, just like I can let you into that chat, if you come in aggressively to come into the chat uh, and start putting us down, it's going to be a no. I can take you off just as quick as I put you on the stream. Deja, I knew it was a good choice to put you as a mod. I had been wanting to do that for a while. See, that's why I do the people I trust. When people come in here and just ask to be a mod, I will never do that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, doing a 2-hour live stream tonight. We're already into our first hour. Um, and look at that. We're at 1,195 views already. Putting this live stream. We need about 300 more, and we're going to beat out the ones we've done earlier. That's okay, Deja. I'm not expecting I don't expect my mods to be here in every stream. I kind of caught the comment there, but no, I mean, and I know Yadira mods for other people too. I know Jason does too. So yes, thank you, Yadira. Consider dropping the a super. Um, you can donate through Cash App. We do have a merch store. New T-shirt coming. Thanks to Helena, one of the other mods that was here tonight. She made a new T-shirt design. We're gonna use it. And Deja, you do fantastic. So I may continue to use Printify as the merch store. I need to find a way to link it over into YouTube. Yadira, you were, I don't know how you came about to be my mod. I think I forgot that whole story now, but I remember I even the thing I do remember asking you is if you knew other people that were. Um, and you have been a fantastic choice. Everybody you've brought go they're on the goats list, and so is Deja. Everybody kind of came in at the same time, and we've all gotten to know each other and formed a nice little family. So everybody that comes in here, if you're a subscriber, know that if as long as you're respectful and everything, you can be part of our family here. You can be a gem. That's what being a gem is all about. We're family. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. I was gonna say welcome to Austin. Actually, Shorty, I was one. And I understand what the second comment there was. I won't ever be able to get pregnant. One, if I was um I would be in menopause right now. My question's always been if women go through menopause, do women go through menopause, Do men go through womenopause? Sean, no, I didn't change my chromosomes. I don't even know if my chromosomes say XY. I know someone that was born, they were told they were uh, a boy, and it turns out they had XXY chromosomes. I've never checked my DNA, so maybe I have XXY. Maybe you have XXY. Maybe you're here because you're attracted to what we're doing here. I mean, if you're coming here to spew hate like that, you don't need to. El Toro, no. Welcome everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Hello, Ashley. Welcome. How are you today? Um, we're on our third live stream of the day, and we are going for about another, just under about 50 minutes. More. It's gonna be time for some rest tonight. Um, Thank you very much, Vicky. Welcome to the stream. Um, Glad to have you here. Everyone, if you are new to the channel, please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to work our way to 5,100 subs. We are currently sitting at 3,720. Always, supers are welcome here. If you can, and remember, 30% does go to charity. Vicky, I'm doing fantastic. I do want, I kind of, and I've stated it earlier, there was a little time there where I wasn't presenting here online. I actually was presenting in as male, and it happened for about a month, month and a half, if that. I think there's about 10 videos were presented as so. And the reason why was, there was stuff in, up in the government, stuff that a friend and I did go down the rabbit hole. We found was true, but I'm gonna say it hasn't. I haven't heard of anything being acted upon it, so I had to come back and be me, and this weekend was it. I had to come back, be my true self, and now, after brainstorming for the last 2 hours, I know exactly what what my next steps are in my transition. So we will, I will start updating everything as I move on. I'm gonna be posting. You guys, like I stated, I know I've had one person keep, and I think it was Helena was saying how they can stop getting the. I like playing with the little AI uh, shorts, and like after the stream, it'll give me to do a live highlight short. So in other words, it'll take a piece of the stream that would probably had the most views at that time, and it'll give me a little uh, short of it. I'll do that and kind of, and then afterwards, I'm gonna take and break down and I'm gonna do maybe two little shorts tonight or three. I want to see. I want to try see what it'll develop as far as um, nail looks. Sounds good, Deja. I will. I think I do have your email to send you the link so we can start it up. Maybe on Friday we can start earlier. I will keep you updated though until like Thursday, and once I get everything situated on that end, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it like 7 or no, let's say 8 o'clock. I think would be a good live stream. Friday night. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm flexible too because flexibility is the F word of nursing. Because in nursing, you have to be flexible to be able to be moved from one department to another. I, in fact, it was here's a story I have with one of my bosses. She was a very great boss. She ended up working for the OIG for a while, but she one time asked me. She told me, "Thank you, Jules. You never have any issues if I send you to another clinic." I loved going to another clinic because 2 hours of it was spent on the road. Uh, and they would issue me the government car. So she would say, she said, "Oh, Jules, thank you for being uh, so flexible for me. You always go where I need you." I said, "Amy," I said, "no problem. Uh, I learned in nursing school that the F word of nursing is flexibility. And you have to, be flexible to where what you go, what work you go do." And I said, "And Amy, if in nursing you have to be flexible, I do want to let you know that I am your contortionist." And she just bust out laughing. It was funny. I just, Josh, welcome to the stream. And from then on, she always remembered that. She would tell that story to people. I remember um, we just hit 3730, you guys, on subs. I can't even imagine. I hope maybe someday we'll do like the Midas touch thing where we'll be going for 6 million. Could you imagine having 6 million subs? Imagine how many mods there would have to be here. Jesus, yeah, I do know Jesus. He's an uncle of mine. He owns an electrical company. Josh, I have other people that I know are probably bigger fans because they're here all the time. I do have a faith. I'm an atheist. Oh, Deja just popped up with a membership, uh, gifted a membership, uh, and that went to did that New Mexico bro to Joseph from the 505. Yes, it is. It's a faith in nothing, just like nothing is something. We have a we do sermons and everything. So if you ever want, just go to Church of Horror on Sundays and watch the sermon, Godless sermon. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Hey, mixed martial artist, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the stream. We're about to surpass our. We're coming up on what our last live stream was in viewership. We're at 1,400. Let's see. Oh, we've already passed up the last one, which was at 804. So which one's the one with 1,400? Oh, okay. 1,500 will pass up, I think, one of yesterday's. Yeah, that was no that this it was this morning's was 1,400. So we'll be passing that one up. And with about 60 more people coming in here, which at the rate we're going is going to be in no time, because it's actually 1483. So we probably will hit 1,500. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share the channel, as Yadira is saying in her post. Me and Yadira are so synced on that because what I started saying it, she posted it. I live in California. I'm actually from California. Semper Tyrannis. Let's do that. We're just everyone say where you're from. I'm in San Diego, California. Just kind of put it on there and see where everybody's from. It's kind of fun because we have people from all around the world. I have Yadira's in Puerto Rico. I know I have another mod that she's in Australia. She just left a little bit ago. She was not feeling well. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Jason's in Colorado. Yeah, I know that. I know Deja is here in the Pacific Northwest. Helena, Australia. Let's see. And if I know I have lots of people from Texas. You know, the Yes. Is that what it means? I thought it had something to do, uh, because you know how I thought it had something to do with military wise, Disha, or if that's where it comes, then then that's a good thing. I think Avita, where did she move to now? I think is she in Tennessee? I know it's somewhere around there. Yeah, I know you guys went to that big winter storm. So welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button, subscribe. If we can get 25 more reviews, that'll total our 48-hour viewership into 17,000. 17,000, Chewy. Do you know what I can do with 17,000? Um, okay, we're about 8 views away from topping off the highest live stream we've done so far, which was this morning's. So we've done 3 live streams today. In each one, I've worn a different outfit. Tomorrow, I will be doing different hair color. It will be black with purple and hot pink. Let's see. I'm trying to think what outfit to do. I think I'm just gonna do a t-shirt in the morning. I have a t-shirt with black and purple on it. No implants. This is all me. It's from the HRT. Um, and right now I do have like a push-up bra, but that's it. That's me. Josh, hello. Yes, we're at 3.73K. Our goal is 5.1K right now. That's what we're striving to make it to. Uh, and the way this year's been going, we're probably going to be there sooner than I thought. That was my goal for the end of the year. I think we'll have it sooner. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like, subscribe button. We're having a great time here. We're just chatting up. We've been having a good day today. This is our 3rd live stream. I think it's helping the algorithm recognize us. It's really, really today. All of a sudden, in this one, got really busy early. And then luckily Deja jumped in. Was it Deja that was my first mod here tonight? I'm not sure. Or it was Yadira. You guys jump in so quick and I don't notice. Thank you, Deja. I love how you put things. Why would I be a great ventriloquist? Oh, and I wasn't a big fan of Al Gore's. Al Gore, I don't know, he had too stiff a posture. Oh, I see what you mean. Of the inner zones. So yeah, that's one of the things like Jeff Dunham, I watch him and talk about barely moving his lips. He's excellent at that. And especially when he can do I've seen him do five puppets at one time. You guys ever watch Jeff Dunham do Peanut and Jose the Jalapeno, and where Peanut pulls out a puppet Jeff, and that puppet Jeff pulls out a puppet Peanut, and he'll be like talking all the different uh puppets at like, and it even sounds like like he'll talk, the other one talks, and it's almost like you can see that it's a big conversation going on, and like all of them are talking, and he's the best ventriloquist of all time, as it is considered. Yes, he is super talented. The first time I ever saw him well, I didn't see him perform, but the first time I learned about him was when he did Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. You know, he was actually banned from one country because they told him not to bring Ahmed, and he brought him in as another puppet, and next thing you know, he performed it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Well, we'll definitely make top 10 with this stream. Um, we'll make number 10. We're gonna drop Kanban. I thought you were trying to spell Obi-Wan Kenobi there, Deja. We are on this, trying to see, we're having fun. That's what this stream is about. Let's have fun. Let's, you know, please do like and subscribe if this is what you like. Like this is the type of content you want. You know, uh, you know, this is what I like to have on the stream. Positive people just having fun, and, you know, enjoying themselves. Zane, I think you're in the wrong channel. Maybe you can turn that around and just make it wow. Because that's what you're probably seeing here is wow. These people are cool. Bambi, welcome to the stream. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Try them. Actually, my red one, I think, is actually a Temu one. I think that's the first one I ordered from there. Thank you, little fish. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come on, everybody, let's chat. Look at how much blue is on there. My mods love to talk. We need everybody to join in here. I love it too, Hopper. Just we're trying different colors today. I have 7 different ones I can do. Yesterday was red. Was it it was almost like poison ivy from Batman red, or Little Mermaid color red. We had fun with that. Tomorrow the choice ended up being black purple with neon pink. Hopper, isn't like that on Stranger Things? I have to finish watching Stranger Things, the series. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Tomorrow's. Yes, 11's dad. Well, that's cool, Hopper. I know someone with whose first name is Copper. So okay, we've got about 20 minutes left. I am really happy on how we've done on today's live stream. We've gotten it to where, all 3, each one's progressed and it's done. And it's not so much the quantity. I think we started getting good quality people in here chatting away. We've had fun. We've brought up good topics. I know we talk our usual about transition, stuff like that. Tomorrow we may do more, transition talk. It is Transition Tuesday. Maybe I'll do a Transition Tuesday video. And, I'm going to look at where I am as far as transition, how far along I am, and give updates. I'll do a video on it. We gotcha. Love it. Um, so welcome everyone. Uh, we're in our last 20 minutes, so here's where we can really, when I started up, I was really kind of talking about some of the brainstorming I did that I want to start doing and moving forward in transition. I kind of review those things with you before uh, we sign off. So, as I was stating, uh, I had looked at it maybe about a year ago. I noticed that I have gotten a small gap on my bottom teeth. Yes, I had braces back in my 20s, but I don't know if my teeth are starting to shift again. It's been years since I wore a retainer, although they had stayed pretty straight. Um, I don't know if it's just been age now. It seems like they may have shifted a little bit on the bottom again. Um, so I think I'm gonna have some one. I do need to go to my regular dental exam, my routine exam. So I'm gonna see what they suggest, or if I just go to the orthodontist and see what they think would be the best. Um, I am female via transition. I'm a female. So I'm gonna go check into that, and possibly, it may be Invisalign or a retainer, whatever. Yeah, I do need one crown over here. They may need to, um, oh no, they might extract and do a root canal. Over here, one got taken out, and when the last time I did, when in my 20s, it was taken out in my 20s. Uh, the orthodontist did such a great job and straightened everything so well that my bite, every dentist has told me that they did such a great job that they wouldn't even suggest putting a false like tooth in there or even doing the root canal. Or it's not a root canal, but or putting a false a bridge there. So they don't recommend it. Over here, the tooth is broken, and it's been like that. The crown came off of it. Go ahead, Hopper, and yes, keep it respectful. That's what we ask. Um, and then if I need orthodontic work, I will do it. If it comes down to if I need to, I will do, you know, I like being nice and simple, and I would do metal braces again. I actually have an affinity to about, I think they're almost like an accessory, like earrings. So like every month that you do have to change your, not the brackets, but the wire and get tight, and you can change, um, and you can change the color. Okay, Hopper, this is a very common question on the channel that we do get. And I say we because I always include all of my uh, treasures in my questions. Uh, so, when did you transition, and what made you do it? First of all, let's go with the what made you do it. It's it's not like one of those things that you say, you talk to people and then you say, I'm going to transition because my friend over there is gay or they're trans and I'd like to do it. It's not one of those things. If you're doing it for those reasons, you're doing it for the wrong reason. So, a few years back, so this is about 4 years back, um, I started on the journey. I started, first of all, I came out as bisexual at the time. I found that my thoughts were different. I was having these different questions about my sexuality. So, and that's even changed. Sexuality is very fluid. Um, So I then, as I had thought about that, um, the next thing that happened is, it was the pandemic. We didn't have much to. I didn't have, there wasn't much to do. We were all locked up. So it got me thinking a lot more about my life. And when I started thinking about things, I would go to work, I'd come home, and that was about it. I'd sit with the dogs, and that was it. So it got me thinking and reflecting on my life. And one thing I realized when I found myself, I started finding myself, my true self. And I found that when in all this reflection, one, that I always inside of me inherently, I was always, always on the feminine side, uh, and but not gay. It wasn't like I was attracted to men or anything, but I was more on the timid kind of feminine side. I did grow up in a very um, machismo society because I'm of Mexican descent, so that's what you're taught. You're the man of the house, this, that, and the other. But no, I always felt different about that. I felt that there was something about me, and I was always with my mom and my sister, and having to go the places where they would shop and all that. So I always felt, I knew about a lot about femininity and all that, and I felt something inside of me was curious. I wanted, and I'd like when they went to the clothing stores, I would look around, and I loved it. Once I was potty trained, I always sat down to go pee. I knew that, you know, I didn't want to stand anymore. So there was something as I started putting things, pieces of puzzle together. I started realizing there was a lot of thank you very much, Joe. A lot of feminine things that I liked to do. Then, you know, but throughout my life, I kind of kept these things hidden. So then I come my teenage years, I would stay home alone sometimes. Like, in the 80s, we were all latchkey kids. So I'd come home, I'd be at home, and I'd go over to my mom's bathroom. I see all her makeup there. I would always see her do herself up. And sure enough, I always um, wanted to try it on, which I would do. She had like, I remember there was a little container with like 12 lipstick colors. I would sit there and try it on one at a time. And then I would go over to her closet and pick out an outfit, put that on. And, I would try all the other makeup. And I enjoyed it. I loved doing it. I would watch how my mom did herself up, and I would do my hardest to try it. Okay, so I kept hiding it through my high school years. Obviously, in the 80s, it was not many trans people were visible as they are today. Now, I kept, I kept hiding it. I joined the Mormon church. Oh, talk about anti-gay groups. That was it. And then years later, come along, and around the pandemic one, like I said, I came out um, bi at first. Now I figured out that I'm a pansexual, and um, I had things from my childhood started coming out. And well, my ex, she would travel to be a nurse. She was a nurse also. She would do travel nursing at that time. The money was big in it. So I would, I went, bought makeup, started trying it again, and I really started feeling happy again because I could do that. I could try on makeup. I ordered a wig just like this one, nice purple one. I don't know why purple got me because I'm really into purple because it's the Epilepsy Foundation color. So um, I decided to, keep trying it. I would dress. I would and have fun with it. Eventually, she found it and she threw it away, and that started a big to do. But she told me to go to therapy. Fair. I did start going to a therapist. Told the therapist what was going on, and several sessions, and she said, you have what's called gender dysphoria, because I did tell her that the exact same story I told you, but in more detail about my childhood and all that. And she says you have gender dysphoria, where you're uncomfortable in the gender you were assigned at birth. One of the things I suggest that you do is actually consider transitioning. Go get hormone replacement therapy and become the woman you are. Um, so I did start some HRT in Florida. The people in Florida weren't like into giving all the major medications you get for it. The testosterone blocker was not the usual one people get. I was already on a mild one, but they said, "Oh no, you're already on that. Stay on that." So then DeSantis, overnight, one night, midnight, decides to sign an executive order in Florida about no transgender therapy for minors. What happens with that, though, is that it translates that most adults wouldn't be able to get it also. So I had to stop, like from one day to another. So then things happened. I ended up moving to New Mexico. And New Mexico is a sanctuary state, just like here in California. And sure enough, I found a clinic with, that was friendly to the LGBTQIA plus community. I went in, talked to the nurse practitioner there. She's all, sure, we'll get you on your HRT. I went, got on back on hormone replacement therapy. She started adjusting the estrogen and even put me on progesterone. Progesterone, there's, for those that are considering transition and those that don't know, basically you get a testosterone blocker and you can get two different women's hormones. Well, obviously the estrogen helps you transition, so shaping your body, helps you start getting the women characteristics. And then progesterone, they say, mainly helps give a better shape to the breast when you are transitioning. Not much more than that. So then I've continued to transition, and here's where I'm at. It was not a choice. It's something that's there your whole life. You just realize, hey, you've hidden it, and suddenly you need to just come out and go on with it, and do what you need to do to be your true self. And here we are. And I can tell I'll tell the story, and every time I'll tell the same story. I don't make things up. I never had someone come and tell me, you should do this. It's not that. It's the fact that it's innately inside of you. And it may manifest early in life, later in life. And here is what I'm going to say. Thank you very much, Hopper. And thank you for joining us here. I hope you did hit the like and subscribe button. One thing I do have to say about all this, though, people always ask me about the if my belief. They ask me about my belief about children starting transition. I don't. I know the parents can make decisions, medical decisions for the children, but what my opinion is even being a trans woman myself, is that kids need to be accountable, and therefore, yes, letting them make their decision. And right now, I think it's age 19 that the federal government uh, has put it to. I think age 19 is a good age. Yeah, age 18, you're an adult, but you've just turned it to adulthood. I think 19 at least gives you a year of experience, and then you can start making those decisions. Um, so I think 19 is when people should be able to make their decision about transitioning or not. Um, so that is where I stand on this. I know now, on the other side of that coin, though, I do believe that at that time, though, children that are experiencing dysphoria should be able to see a gender therapist and be able to start maybe even a social transition, you know? Um, but, you know, of course, and then there's always going to be the thing about, bullies and stuff like that. But that is the way I feel. I know other transgender women would disagree with me. Okay, we're about to hit the 2 hour mark here. We got about 3 minutes left. I do want to say thank you to everyone for joining us here on the stream. We've had a great day today. This is stream number 3 today. Tomorrow we will do 2 live streams. Expect the first one to be around, I'm going to say about 9:30 to 10, depending on when I wake up. And then after the live stream, I will probably do my taxes, my W-2 sitting right there. I will do my taxes. I will probably go get lab work done, come back, and we will do another live stream, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock. And, it is Tuesday, so we can make it a transition Tuesday live stream. I do want to thank everyone, as always, for joining me here. I want to thank all the new subscribers that have joined. I do want to thank my mods that do a fantastic job. Thank you for, I know we've got like at least one super chat. I do want to thank that. Deja, also thank you for giving gift memberships. Oh no, yeah, I thought we had gotten one super chat, but it's not listed here. So thank you everyone once again. Have a great night. Hope to see you here tomorrow. Hit the like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button so you know when we come online. I will be creating some videos. I'm going to try, like I said, a couple of shorts right now. One, see if it gives me how I would look with different style eyeglasses. I do have to order some feminine ones, so I want to. These are actually kind of a, you know, what am I thinking? They can be used by either men or women. Same with my other ones. So I'm going to see what the Create Studio on YouTube does, and I'm going to just have a little bit of fun. And I want to thank all of you. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me here on the stream. I love all my gems here. Hope to see you soon. Thank you.